Right then, good evening everybody, hello wherever you are. My name is Paul, you've possibly seen my daily teasers float past, and you've possibly also seen my film reviews. I watched one the other night, I watched a film called Relic, and you may also have seen my TV show reviews as well. What I've been doing tonight is I've been watching the third episode of something I've been watching for the past couple of weeks now. I've been watching the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian, and I've just seen the third episode tonight. It's Friday, it's coming up for 11 o'clock, it's the 7th of August, and I wanted to tell you about this show. Right, episode 3 of The Mandalorian is called The Sin, and I think there's a little bit of a redemptive theme unfolding there, so that's why the title, I suspect. Episode 3, The Sin, or Chapter 3, The Sin, I should say, sees the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal, delivering the child, Baby Yoda, to the client, Werner Herzog. Then, after visiting the Mandalorian armor to have a new cuirass made, goes to see Grief Karga, his boss, played by Carl Weathers, for another assignment. It's only once he's picked up the paperwork for the job that the Mandalorian decides that yes, he truly has sinned, yes, his mission's unfinished, and yes, he can't in good conscience leave the child to the tender mercies of the client and his evil sidekick, Dr. Pershing. The Mandalorian thinks there's a rescue is in order. Now, to summarise everything, is that third episode as good as the first two? Have I enjoyed it? Is it watchable? Is it watchably short? Is it wonderfully paced? Absolutely it is. Let's make a point of short, shall we? I have to admit, the older I get, the less time sometimes I want to spend glued in front of my TV. It's over on this side of me here, over on my immediate left. The less time I want to sit in front of it watching a TV show, or watching something that's too long. And as anyone who have either read or watched my review of Relic will tell you, I get mild depression, which means finishing a show or finishing a film can be tricky if the conditions telling me to go to bed at 8:30 on a sunny evening. Relic's a 4-star film, I should add. That basically translates as go watch now, okay? At any rate, it was interrupted on the first half by going to bed early. I did finish it though, and finish it last night, and given its length, that is not a problem I had with tonight's episode of The Mandalorian. It's just over 37 minutes, and that was a perfect short length for me. It's also an episode that adds to the main character's backstory. We see flashbacks of him being abandoned by his parents, for example. We get to see more of his world, more of other Mandalorians as well, with all the implied picking politics that brings. There's a comment about how the Beskar steel has been made by an Imperial forge, for example. There's all that going on, and we get a romp of an adventure tale that finishes off a 3-episode arc. It's a wonderful watch, it's great fun. Right at the moment, I'm going to watch another episode next Friday. I hope you'd like to join me for the journey and let me know what you think of it. Have a good evening, have fun, please feel free to subscribe, please feel free to hit like, feel free to hit dislike, and I'll see you next week.